Famous bar, by the way, REDBAR.
Was when Curb came out, it was shot like on video camera and handheld, and then anybody thought, oh my God, I could make Curb starring me. And every comedian has made their own version of Curb, but none so blatant than what you're about to see today. And I think comedians forget, wait. Curb Your Enthusiasm is Larry David's creation. It is property of HBO, the home box office, company. And it's not yours, and you're a professional comedian. You cannot make your own episodes of Curb starring you with your wildest fantasies of you being Larry David and what you would do in his particular exact same scenarios as he goes through.
And if you were him.
This is so pathetic, and it's a fantasy that's being lived out by comedy. You've seen everyone try this, right? You go, oh, and the audience just all go, oh my God, I love it. It's just like Curb. Yeah, it's exactly like Curb. That's what he was going for. And again, if you're 16 years old and you want to make your fantasy Curb, I used to make my own Wayne's World episodes called
11.
Dwayne's World. I was 11 years old. I sat on my couch and I said, welcome to Dwayne's World.
By the way, we have to get your mom to transfer those tapes because I desperately need them.
I made my own Wayne's World episodes. I was 11. I can't just start making my own Wayne's World on YouTube now and running ads on it and being like, this is...
Now someone in the chat says, parodies. Wow, he's clever.
It's
now,
not
this isn't a parody.
Joe List forgot that we've all seen Curb. He forgot that Curb isn't his, and Joe List accidentally made his own episode of Curb. You will fucking scream when I get to the part that's going to throw you off. Now, we've all seen these people, right? They do the... and you can see the vibe is like Curb. It's always the awkward situation. It's just, we've all seen Curb. We all know, how many times have you been like at a restaurant or something awkward happens, you go, that would be a perfect Curb episode.
Yes.
Well, comedians have those same thoughts, except their thoughts, they get right to the writer's room.
Or just literally anything happens in your life and you go, this could be on Seinfeld. They follow that through.
But again, you're a professional comedian. This has 7,000 views. It's called Trim Your Enthusiasm. No, I'm kidding. A short film starring Joe List and Greg Stone, directed by Matthew Sellecluse. And these people need to be held responsible, too, all these other people that help. They're scammer. I mean, talk about, these are comedians who are constantly complaining about their jokes being stolen. We saw their best friend, Sam Morrell. My joke. Stolen from a child. Remember this? People were appalled. These guys complain about joke theft all the time. Meanwhile, it's not joke theft if they steal from comedians that aren't part of their scene. You're stealing just like the little kid stole from you. But this is even worse because you're a professional paid comedian that knows better. Here's Joe List stealing Larry David's works. Oh my God. This is how it opens. Look, Joe getting it, walking into the... Look at this.
Over, under, 3 1/4, and bring it square all around.
I mean, it's Curb Your Enthusiasm, but with Joe List.
And all of the
it's
comments?
not, it doesn't say, well, here's like a parody of Curb, or... No, this is a short film directed by
We read the description.
Listen to the music. And then it starts off just like he's walking just like Larry. I mean, this is crazy. And the music! I mean, wait. I just assumed you guys were like the music. This is, who else uses this music? Just Curb. And restaurants in France France Who the fuck else uses this music? This is not okay, Joe.
Someone in the chat says Mark and Sam. Oh, Mark and Sam. But they say they get their camera work from people off of Facebook and Craigslist.
I believe it. Yeah, they don't pay anyone. Hey, any fans want to have an opportunity to work with the great Mark Norman? You should have money by now, Marcus. Here's Curb Your Enthusiasm, stolen by Joe List. I'm mad. And they're going into a barber shop.
Over, under.
Here's the barber.
3 1/4, and bring it square all around. Yeah, I'm good. Put it on Ted. Hey. Yeah, hang on a second.
Bad audio, of course. Just like...
Good. Nothing. Yeah. You're open, right?
Yeah, I'm open.
Okay, cool. How you doing today?
You know, and then it turns into amateur hour. They always forget. They're like, we'll work really hard on the intro, the concept. And then they forget, like, dude, you got to make it, like, watchable. You know, this is 10 minutes and 53 seconds. This could have been 1 minute. You know, there's not a curb scene that's 10 minutes and 53 seconds long. These guys think if they shoot it, it must be, and it's so good just seeing them. This is, it just goes on forever. Watch this. Jesus.
I was just thinking like a little bit of a trim up top.
He's getting
nothing,
a haircut.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah, what are you doing with the beard?
I'm going to keep that, I think. No, it's just that it's, you know what it is? It's like I've got a chin that I just, so I keep the beard up.
Yeah, I noticed that. Huh? It's like, you know, it's like there's barely any meat on the bone.
No, yeah, no.
It's like looking at the dead fish.
You know what? It's so funny. And all there, you're going, where are the jokes? And what I realized is these little comments that they make that are semi-humorous, those are also their grand finale punchlines, which is strange because, like, Curb Your Enthusiasm has this these rumblings of humoristic
back and forth,
but then they also, on top of that, have the jokes and the premise. When Joe List makes these movies or Sam Morril short films, they think that their little comments, their little humorous comments, are enough to carry this for 10 minutes. There's never a bigger punchline. There's never a grand joke. It's just like the bare minimum. It's so selfish, so self-centered. And again, it goes on. We're going to watch Joe List. You know, and they always do this. They come up with a plan, but they don't come up with the middle ever. And they never really come up with an ending. So we're going to watch Joe List just kind of get his hair cut for 10 minutes.
But it's a film.
And then at the end, he goes, oh, wait, it was supposed to be Larry. And then he starts acting like Larry David out of nowhere.
Right,
I mean,
at the end.
It couldn't be worse. So let's watch. Let's see this genius in action.
Hanging off a nose.
Don't worry about that so much.
Yeah, get this out of here. What do you want to do?
Nothing crazy. I don't want to be
Spike
like.
it up?
Yeah, no. I don't want to do anything like Nazi-like. Just kind of a trim. A
So
little bit
see that little comment? That's the biggest joke you're going to get there. Again, that should be just written into the dialogue. That should be your baseline humor that just kind of, you know, weaves its way through the dialogue. That's all we're here for. That little joke. That's what he thinks is good enough for your time.
off the top.
A little bit off the top.
Yeah. No, I don't usually
Shave
do
the
that.
sides.
They're getting angry,
I
Liz.
use it back. I go back and then just regular.
Down. Sorry. Let me ask you.
Uh
You eat ass?
huh. I mean, I guess I have.
You gotta eat that ass.
So they start out doing this thing, and again, it's awkward. The premise is the hairstylist is obnoxious, and Joe is a fragile nerd. But then Joe forgets he's got to write dialogue, and we just watch pathetic Joe.
You should play it at 2:30 because the barber guy says plane.
Oh, he says something about airplanes? All right, let's see.
What are these magnifying glasses you got here?
No, those.
Take them off.
Okay.
Take them off.
So, yeah.
Oh, that reveals these. What are these? What are these guys? What are you flying? You could land this plane on this.
Oh, you could see. It's like, did you really have to? This is what happens when you let everyone riff. He said airplane, and you went, ugh. But you were so selfish. You had to leave it in, huh? Look at how pathetic you are now. There's nothing more pathetic than a little boy in his cape getting his hair cut. So this goes on and on. And again, Joe List forgets he has to talk, and we're just watching some autist.
You got to play the middle a little bit so people can see
that's
how
what I'm going to show.
boring it is.
Look how boring this is. And we just watched Joe make this face and say nothing. He forgets that you got to be Larry.
Everybody now's got a category. Need them, they, gay, bi, straight, transmorpher, transformer, whatever the fuck you are. Let me tell you what I believe in, all right? And I believe in hard, and I believe in soft. You either make me hard, or you make me soft. And that's everything. Look at you. I'm looking at you. I'm going, this guy's hair. This guy makes me softer. This guy makes me softer than.
Yeah. Again, they have the pacing of Curb at the beginning and the end, but then in the middle they forget that you can't just like cut together the best clips from the it has to follow the storyline. Still, they forget. So they go out to make Curb. They copy Curb, and then they uncurb by accident, just showing you basically all the footage they took. Imagine what's cut out of this.
Nothing. They thought
But
it
no,
was all
there
good
is stuff
enough.
cut out of it. I mean, they shot for about 4 hours, and this is what you got. So, I mean, imagine the stuff that was cut out, how bad it had to be. If this is what's been left in, and it just goes on. Again, I've had real haircuts that are shorter than this.
Boiled spaghetti Sunday morning. You know what I mean? You make me soft. What are you? You're a fucking gay.
What's that?
Have you ever been with a guy sexually?
Oh, no. I have a wife, but you know.
And Joe's acting, it's like almost Joe like forgets that he's on camera and starts acting like how you would act if you were getting your haircut, where you're just kind of quiet up and
a couple times he laughs.
yeah,
Like
he's
he
like
breaks
so
character and
unprofessional.
laughs at
Why
the
is
other
this
guy.
good enough? And you wasted all these people's time. You know, you make these film students get out and do all this crap.
Yeah, whatever you think.
Right. See, the way I look at it, I got an open door policy. Everyone, right? I leave the door open. You want to come in, you come in.
So it's just him sitting there saying that, and it keeps going. Look at this. I mean, if somebody were to tell me, Mike, here's just footage of Joe getting his haircut, I'd believe it.
This guy beats his wife. This is crazy. What are you, some kind of maniac? You hitting a woman?
That's not.
No, I say you give him a hand.
And I love the terrible, like, you know, there's no location scouting going on. So they got this, like, Italian barber, but he's in, like, a woman's, you know, just a average run-of-the-mill salon. Why would he work there with this gold chain and this cabbie hat? You know, but of course, it's just the only salon that they were. It probably started with, hey, my buddy's got a barber shop. He said, if you ever want to use it for.
Well, actually,
I'll come up with a barbershop thing then.
in the comments, everyone was like, "This was amazing. I remember when you told this story on your podcast. So amazing to bring it to life."
Oh, so he
Joe
brought this
told
to life.
some made-up lie barber story
Where he's like,
the
I went to
barber-
get a haircut. He was obnoxious. And then he
everyone
had to
went,
bring
"Oh,
it to
that
life.
story's so funny," and then he had to reenact.
I got a
the-
story I'd like to bring to life to you, Joe. Let's see what else happens here.
I mean, you pause for him.
So, but I want you to notice. So for 10 minutes, he sits here like a cuck. He's got nothing to say, right? Just one-word answers. But then at the end, his character completely changes into full-blown evil Larry David. And he starts doing this whole act. It's like a complete child's fantasy of what he would love to do, but it's so douchey. Watch this.
For taking a stand, you know, women needs our support now. You're hitting a woman? Are you freaking mind?
I'm sorry. I
Jesus.
just want to
I mean, how do you want your
imply that.
eyebrows?
Just regular.
No,
eyebrows.
this is great. No, you got to get some flowers. You get some flowers later. You bring them. You treat your woman nice.
You're
Put
hurting
your
my
lips.
nose
Put
when-
your lips down.
That hurt my nose a little.
Riffing.
Yeah, you fucking maniac. This guy's a real
You're
freak.
hurting my nose, you're hurting my... And it's not building anything up here. You know, if anything, you're just putting us to sleep. But then I want to show you the ending
This
here.
middle 9 minutes could have been cropped into 1 minute.
Look how long this goes. It just doesn't end.
$83.
$83. What's that? Yeah, I just take the 100. You're a good guy.
Okay.
Come back soon, you know.
Yeah.
So he gets completely cocked by this barber. He doesn't say anything while he's in the chair. You know, wearing, and this is his real clothes, folks. His real clothes. He Massimo sweatshirt. I had one of these too. And I bet he bought it at the same time I did. 2005. You can tell it's been washed so many times. This used to be a full black hoodie. It's been washed so many times. It's so thin. You know, you could fold this up and put it in a standard size envelope and mail it to yourself for under a quarter. Yes. You know, that is a thin fucking hoodie. So here he is, cocked out of his mind, leaving the barber
I'm
shop.
gonna listen to that radio show.
Oh, and now it continues. Now we're back to Curb. He looks at himself. He doesn't like the haircut. And we've got the Curb music completely ripped off of Curb. It's not a tribute. It's not anything. It's just his own. Oh, that's a Curb shot if I ever saw one. And now he's looking at the picture here.
Bitch. Oh god. Fuck.
Is that some ADR? Okay, so he goes. He's walking around like a loser. He goes back to the barber shop. Look at this. But now he's got Larry David's confidence.
I'm going there. I'm going there.
Look at this. And now, change of character. Which, by the way, is like rule number 1 in writing anything. Your character isn't supposed to completely be a different character. That's bad acting. All right? when your character just completely changes because you didn't think it through. So watch this.
Excuse me, sir. Hey, I was here like 45 minutes ago. Remember?
Yeah, I get a lot of customers.
Okay, great. Well, I need my haircut. Either I need my money back or I need someone else to finish my haircut. Because look at this. This is ridiculous.
Listen
Sorry,
to the
pal.
noise. I mean, this noise flow. It's just like it sounds like two kids making a little video. Do you hear the? And then you hear him. He's all the way over here. Hey, I need my money back because this is a bad haircut. This sucks. And look at your face. Like you can't even deliver these lines with the confidence that you think is needed for this scene. This is just truly pathetic.
No
Watch.
exchanges, no refunds.
Yeah. Okay. Great. First of all, what is an exchange? You can't exchange a haircut.
You can cut my hair.
I love when you
No,
hear
I
the
won't.
audio switch.
I will.
Oh, look
I'll
at this.
cut your hair.
The guy goes, well, you could cut my hair then if you were so good. And then Joe goes into this mode where he starts cutting the guy's hair. Somebody says Larry David is funny because it's Larry David. That's what we were saying last night. We go, Curb is good because it's him. Not because you know.
Replicated
Yeah,
the
replicate.
style.
You know. You got to act, as good as he acts.
First of all, what is an exchange? You can't exchange a haircut.
You can cut my hair.
You know I will. I will.
Look at that. Look at this
I'll cut your hair.
How embarrassing to put this out.
Yeah. Here we go. Nice dumb hat.
And now it's a whole.
You ever take a shit on a girl's chest?
Who's this?
Nice.
Look at the ending, too, just like Curb. Look at the font. Does he credit Curb? Thank you to Curb Your Enthusiasm for this idea. And all the executive producers at HBO. Up the deleted blooper. I love the
I look
blooper.
good. I look good. Yeah, you look great, guy.
All right. Joe List. Let's see some of the comments here. And please go over to this. This is called Trim. It's on Joe List page. It's only got 12 dislikes. Let's give it another one. Let's read some of the comments. Season 1, Episode 1. More, please. Joe List and Greg Stone are comedy gold. Here's another one. Top comment. I'm a big, look at this. Big Curb Your Enthusiasm vibes. I almost shit my pants when he asked if you were keeping the beard. LOL. You've come a long way from those early quarantine sketches. This is actually gold. Somebody else. Is this Curb season 11? I'm so uncomfortable. Well done.
Fuck.
Like
Who
people,
are these people?
It's people that are again. Most people on the planet have no mind of their own. If Big J tells them Joe List rules, in their head Joe List rules, so they're seeing it through this lens of Joe List being awesome.
You know what these comments remind me of on these guys' videos is like when someone posts their like graduation art project on Facebook,
Yeah.
and then all of their relatives
Yes.
and aunts comment on it and are like, "You're amazing, you're so talented."
Well, we found out that is kind of what's happening. These communities build around these guys because they're friendless losers, and they start becoming, like a fake friend relationship where it's like if somebody from your friend group sent you this and you're just some average pleb, you're gonna compliment.
"Haha, great
and that's what's
job."
going on here, and that's why they defend these guys.
But you would
as
say
if they're
great
friends
job
too.
to your friend no matter what. As long as he picked up a
Yeah.
camera and made something, you're going to say great job to him.
Look at this. Oh my fucking God. I'm dying. This is so good, Joe. Here's another one. You're killing it lately, Joe. You should really embrace the awkward comedy stuff. You're very good at it. This is excellent content, Joe. More of this will do good for you. Major Curb vibes. This is fucking hilarious. Haha, this is too good. Get this man a TV series. So, we've got a big, big problem. We got a big problem.
It
That's
makes
why
me feel
I
like
must. We got to start sending this out. Link his fans to this stuff. We got to start. Joe must answer to these crimes. Come on this show, Joe. In answer to these crimes. So you don't like it? Fuck you. Eat shit. And then he reverts to this and it's so not him. He goes to this weird, offensive toilet bowl humor that he does. Like, have you ever seen a girl take a shit on a bus? And you're like, that's not you. There's nothing that is you. This is the problem. You're not meant for this. You're a fucking geek. You know, enough. So shame on anybody who allows this to happen. I'm going to blame Big J. I like to go back to Big J. Do you ever find that video of Big J kissing?
Oh, I think so.
We got to play this again. Now, this is old. And when it was posted in the Bring Back group yesterday, somebody said, this is so old. You know, and that's what I was going to say, too. And then I clicked it. And I said, wait a minute. I don't care how old this is. This is so wrong. And it's Big J and Louis J. Gomez fully making out. But, Mike, where is it? Was it a big Hollywood movie with Will Ferrell? And you know what? It was... Nope. It was for no one. Here it is. And I really think this is important to watch again. I know you've seen it, but this really tells me all I need to know about Big J. And it's not that he's gay. Listen, nobody hates somebody because they're gay. We hate people because they're weird. All right? And this is fucking weird. Here's Dave Smith, Louis J. Gomez, and Big J. You know, I still am never mad at Louis. Here's what I feel about Louis. Yes, does Louis commit cringe like this? Does Louis do this? But I feel like he's still being himself. And what irks me is when people aren't being themselves, when they're doing this whole...
So he's gay?
Who, Louis?
Yeah, but I'm just
Louis
kidding.
is gay. Yes, anybody who... I want to make it perfectly clear. Everybody in this video, and the cameraman, and I blame, Facebook, too, for allowing this to be up. Anyone who participated in this video's existence is gay. And they need to go get help from a Christian let's talk you out of this thing. What do they call that? Where they brainwash you the reverse way. Well, look at this. You're going to fucking die. And gore warning, this is the raunchiest kiss I've ever seen on television. And I would say, like... And
you watch The Bachelor.
I've seen Lana Rhoades drink from the bowl, drink from the bowl. I'd rather watch that than this. So don't think this is some cutesy peck on the cheek. This could change your life in a direction that you never saw coming. This could cause trauma. And this is the real Big J. This is the Big J I need you to see every time you think that he's cool.
Hand on Dave's shoulder. Maybe it should be me. Maybe I should have my hand on Dave's shoulder. Oh, that's great.
Does that mean you're the dad?
I think Louis should have his too.
Is Louis the mom? Dave's clearly the child. Who is the mom and who's the dad?
Find out in a second.
Dude, I love that they're taking video. Is it a picture or video?
There's Dan Soder.
That's great. They're taking it
Dan Soder is the man behind the camera partaking. He's got COVID right now, probably from kissing. Too much kissing. So let's see what happens here. Mike, how could this possibly be bad?
Like a picture.
It's currently happening.
You morons were taking it like a picture.
Uh-oh. Look at this.
Oh!
And there it is. Full open mouth. I mean, we showed this when it happened. To me, I'm reliving it as if it's even way worse. Everything you revisit is way worse.
Yes, I agree.
This is the tongue going fully in the mouth. I'll show you wide first because I want to read your check. This is wide first, and then we're gonna go up close. Hold on, because you got to see both. You deserve to see it all. Here it is.
It's clearly the child. Who is the mom
Louis the
and who's
child.
the dad?
Find out in a second.
Dude, I love that they're taking video. Is it a picture or video? That's great. They're taking it like
Just
a picture.
watch.
It's currently happening.
You morons were taking it like a picture.
And I'll have one. Sure.
Oh!
Look at this. They're making out full tongue.
Man.
Like a
Half
man
of
and
me's
a woman. Look at
amazed.
Big J
Half of me
grabs
is
his
super jealous.
fully making out.
Yeah.
Man and man.
Dave shot out of that shot.
And Big J
Get
actually
it.
likes it.
Oh, you guys look like fucking county lockup
It's
in
just
Maryland.
Joking.
It's not acceptable. Ever, ever, ever. It's not a comedy bit. It's not a gag. I mean,
People are pissed at you for showing that.
people are pissed at me. Well, then they're going to hate this because now we're doing it extreme close up. No. Oh, yes. You got a problem with this? You know where he lives. Look at this guy's face, by the way. I mean, looks like a drag queen from Jerry Springer from the old days before drag queens were allowed out. You know, Jerry Springer would have a guy like this. Look at that. Me. All right.
It's currently happening.
You morons were taking it like a picture.
Look at Big J.
Oh, man. Half of me is amazed. Half of me is super jealous. Yeah.
I mean, you don't go to heaven You don't go to heaven after doing something like that. That is Big J Okerson, and if you allow
Sorry,
him
Lewis.
to exist, you are part of the problem with Dan Soder and Big J Okerson. It's a new show that they have. All right, what do we